Are you sick of going up against champs while you're still gold in rank 2.0? It just doesn't seem fair. Why are you getting matched against these players? While it's easy to blame poor matchmaking, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes. The good news is, this will finally stop next season as we'll be getting the new Ranked 3.0 system. Today, I'm going to go over the upcoming changes and how this will affect the Ranked ecosystem. When Siege first came out, we had Ranked 1.0, which was a true MMR system. Your MMR was your quote skill level in the game, and each rank was tied to a certain number of MMR points. The matchmaking system would use this number to find people with similar MMR points for you to play against. Whether you won or lost, generally you would lose and gain the same amount of elo, meaning each game was weighted the same. In December of 2022, the game had been having low player counts for around a year, so the developers tried to switch things up and attract new players by introducing Ranked 2.0. The goal of Ranked 2.0 was to make Ranked feel like you were progressing up the ranks periodically throughout the entire season, rather than you settling on your rank early and just staying there. This would give new players a feeling of improvement and keep people playing longer. As we've all seen, rather than winning and losing the same amount of rank points like a regular ranked system, in 2.0, wins give you tons of points and losing barely takes any away. This continues well into the season. As you can see, even after 50 matches, I'm still gaining 80 elo for wins and only losing 9 for losses. So, naturally, with such a high ratio of won points to lost points, it's easy to see how Rank 2.0 feels like a ladder that you climb throughout the season. But how could this be? How could we go from a ranked system where your wins and losses were equal in Rank 1.0 to a system where one win counteracts 8 losses or more? The answer is that Rank 2.0 MMR points are not tied to your skill level anymore. The points that you see on screen, and by extension your rank, are only visual, and they do not represent your true skill level. With wins so highly outweighing losses, we can see that there's no way this number is attached to our skill level, and it's only meant to create a sense of progression up the ladder. While the number you see is fake, the game actually does have a true MMR rating just like before, but it's only used for matchmaking, nothing else. You are gaining and losing MMR normally in the background, but it's only changing who you play against. Our true rank and skill rating is hidden, and the fake rank is all we can see. Even though we start in Copper each season, we aren't really Copper. We already have a hidden rank that carried over from last season. You will have noticed your games at low ranks are just as hard as the ones at high ranks later in the season, because the visual rank doesn't mean a thing. Every season you have to grind normal difficulty matches while the game's telling you you're in Copper, and it sure doesn't feel like your enemies are that rank. This is what causes those cases in Rank 2.0 where players of lower ranks are playing against Diamond and Champs. It's not that the matchmaking system is letting you play with people who are way better, it's the fact that those Diamond and Champs are not nearly as good as their rank suggests. Their visual MMR is high, but their true hidden MMR is close to yours. Let's take a look at the numbers. These are real players I found on R6 Tracker who are in the high Diamond to Champ level. As you can see from this selection of seasons, these players are able to be in these ranks with a win rate below 50%. And despite losing more than they win, they get the top rank. Now, as someone who has not hit Champ myself, I do have to give it to these players. They are obviously good at the game, and at a very high skill level. Hell, they're probably better than me. But does it make sense that the highest rank in the game can be achieved while on average losing more than you win? I don't think so. With Rank 2.0 making us climb up a ladder, it means you just need to play more games to hit those higher ranks, instead of actually winning more games on average. Even I got into Emerald and Diamond on losing seasons. It just doesn't feel like I'm earning these ranks, and rather they just happen eventually when I play enough games. Again, no hate to champs with low win-losses, but the high rank in 2.0 is more closely representative to playtime rather than true skill. Real quick, if this breakdown's helping you make sense of the rank changes, drop a like and subscribe, it helps me out a ton. But let's get to the good stuff, Rank 3.0. At the last Invitational, Ubisoft announced they'll be releasing the new Rank 3.0 system, which releases Season 2 of this year. No more hidden MMR, your visual rank is back to being your true skill. To start off, placement games will be returning. Instead of starting in Copper every season and grinding to where we usually are, we'll have 5 placement matches which will judge where we start off in the ranks. This is huge in stopping the early ranked grind. We get to our normal skill faster. If we get placed in gold but we're really a plat player, the games will be easier to start with, and as we get closer to plat, they'll start to be more like what we're used to. Rather than starting off against players of our skill level while we're in Copper, we get to ease into our rank, but at a much faster pace. In Rank 1.0, I used to get placed in Gold and Plat and work my way towards Diamond. That sounds a lot better than being forced into low ranks for 40 games before I even get close to where I'm supposed to be. After placements, we'll be in a more regular ranked system. If you win a game, the amount of MMR you'll get will be very close to the amount that you lose. This might start out with us winning and losing around 120 ELO per game, and as you play more, it will diminish, even down to maybe plus or minus 15 if it's like 1.0. A single win won't offset 8 losses anymore, it only offsets 1. This means to really rank up, you have to win more games than you lose. While you won't be flying up the ladder anymore, it will put more emphasis on the winning. Each loss will hurt way more, so players in game will try harder. That stress of D-ranking pulls everyone on your team together, and I think it will help your stack and the community as a whole appreciate the winning a whole lot more. True MMR also means that we'll know exactly how good we are again. This season, 2 visual Platinum players could be in completely different skill brackets, facing completely different enemies. Now, with 3.0, 2 Platinum players will be much closer in skill level, and should be seeing a very similar ranked experience. No more wondering if your buddy with a higher visual rank is actually better than you. Next season, you'll know exactly how you stack up against them. This extends past your friends. You'll be able to compare against anyone in the community. So we'll get a much better idea of where we stack up compared to the whole ranked pool. On the last season of Rank 1.0, I hit Diamond for the first time, and I was in the top 5,500 of all players according to R6 Tracker. Since then, I've had no way to know if I'm anywhere close to that. There just wasn't any way to truly compare. Now we'll be able to tell for sure. That annoying situation that I mentioned in the intro about solo queuing as a gold and facing diamonds and champs, it won't happen in a true MMR system. They just won't be in your gold lobbies. Ubisoft put a 3 rank limit on which players can queue up or get match made together. For diamonds and champs, this will only be 2 ranks, so at worst, emeralds may see a few champs in their games. This makes matchmaking appear much more fair, even if the way the players get matched doesn't change all that much. It'll also cut down on those fake champs who might not deserve the rank in the first place. For me personally, I can't wait for this change. I'm going to care a whole lot more about my rank when I actually know what it's representing. For me, the whole point of playing is improving, competing, and seeing how I stack up with everyone else, so this gets me really excited. But it might not be all sunshine and roses when Rank 3.0 hits. We could see some negative effects. First off, I think everyone is going to D-rank. As someone who glides to Emerald and even Diamond as long as I play enough games, I know for a fact it won't be that easy to get those ranks in a true MMR system. Thinking back to my first ever Diamond in 1.0, it was a grind, and I legitimately spent all season trying to get there, and I needed a 62% win rate. In 2.0, after kinda taking a season off, I was able to get Diamond with a much lower win loss and a bad KD. It felt way too easy. So, don't be surprised if you don't reach the same ranks you usually do. The matchmaking system will most likely be designed so that this doesn't happen. I don't think the dip will be too bad, maybe a whole set lower like Plat 1 to Gold 1, but as players, we value our rank and wear it as a badge of honor. Some people might not like the ego hit that a lower, harder to get to rank will give them. Since Rank 3.0 isn't set up like an ascending ladder, you probably won't be changing ranks nearly as much. Getting through a whole set of ranks to the next tier will take a lot of time, especially later in the season. This could cause people to lose interest if they don't feel like they're making as much progress, or any progress at all if they have a lower win-loss. Some players will leave the game because of this, but those are the players who should stick to unranked anyway. Even so, this won't just dissuade bad apples who have their ego too tied to their rank. It'll also affect newer players who might get placed in Copper, and even after the whole season, they may never see Bronze. While Rank 3.0 might be more truthful and show new players where they really stand, it won't overly reward them and give them free rank ups like the old system. New players are going to have to go through that grind of learning all the maps, ops, and playstyles without the ranked system rewarding them for the few wins they get. This sucks. New players are the lifeblood of any game, and we need to find ways of encouraging these players to stick with it and keep the servers full for years to come. Ubisoft actually anticipated this and added a separate Battle Pass style reward track just for playing ranked, which gives you alpha packs and cosmetics. You get more Battle Pass points for winning than losing, which should help newer players feel rewarded while they learn the game. Even so, if you are a new R6 player and you want to get better at the game, Join my Discord, and me and my community will show you the ropes. It's low pressure, and we encourage learning and improvement over your immediate skill levels, so hop in at the link in the description. I think Rank 3.0 is going to be great for the game. It makes matchmaking seem more fair and easier to read. It makes wins and losses matter more, and I think it encourages players to give it their all every single round. While all of these things are great, it could make players lose interest without a solid progression, and it might make it hard for newer players to get into the game. What do you think? Will Rank 3.0 make the experience more impactful, or will it stop you from playing Ranked at all? Let me know your thoughts below, and if you enjoyed this type of video, more based around news and abstract topics rather than just tips, like and subscribe so I know to make more. Alright guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you.